Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. For today's video, I have a project share of all the things we made during the Simple Stories, Scary Stories retreat. We have a whole bunch of layouts, and you guys might be like, I thought you didn't do 12 by 12 layout scrapbooking, and I don't. This is the first time I've ever done it in my life, and I have to say it was a lot of fun. I don't actually own a 12 by 12 album that I could put these in, but I really enjoyed making them. We also made this ginormous snap album. This is the chunkiest snap album I've ever made. You could honestly make like 2 snap albums out of this if you had an extra one lying around, because this is stuffed like to the brim. So yeah, we made that. And then this was our little bonus project, which is a little matchbook. So I will start with the layouts. And we made some single layouts and some double page layouts. And I might actually put these on my Etsy shop, because I know a lot of people love 12 by 12 scrapbooking. And I just don't feel like I mean, I don't have kids, so I don't really know, other than pictures of my cat, like what I would put in all of these layouts. So maybe somebody else could have better use of them. Somebody that actually has 12 by 12 scrapbook albums as well. But the first one here is actually the bonus layout. So there was, in the bonus section, there was the little book and a layout. This one is actually different from the sample. So the instructor for all the courses was Jana Eubank, and I've mentioned her before on this channel. I love her projects. She does so many little details, and just I love her style, and her eye for design is just amazing. So before I go any further, just know I copied all of these projects from her instructions. But this one, this paper in the back was actually extra, so this is what the other side looks like. And we didn't get like a specified sheet for the bonus layout, so I decided to just use my extra sheet. Anyway, this sheet is like one of my favorites from the whole collection. It's like a storybook paper, and it just looks really cute on this layout. So we have a lot of layers, if you could tell. We have foam stickers, we have a bit of fussy cutting here, ephemera, chipboard stickers, and yeah, even on this one, actually, this layer here is actually a page from the snap album. So that was really fun too. So that's the bonus layout. You have 2 spots for photos, of course, and you could journal on this little journaling. That's actually called a journal bit because it's from the Journal Bits pack. So there's one. This one is a double page. Which page went first? I think it was like this. Yeah. I love it. So here we have like a continuous pattern, and if you notice, we actually used washi tape as like border strips, and that was genius because I never really know what to do with washi tape. I don't personally usually buy washi tape, but sometimes I get it in kits or as like part of collections. So that is a great way to use your washi tape, because it's really fun and it's really easy to use, because if you don't put it down straight, you can just peel it back up and fix it because it's washi tape. So love that. We used a lot of these buttons you will see throughout the projects. These are actually Simple Stories buttons. They have different packs that coordinate with their colors, And this was like a pack of like basic colors. I don't remember the exact name, but it was like gray and black and cream and white. We did have to use our own twine, so I did find some thin twine at Dollar Tree, I believe. I found it at a Dollar Tree in Ontario. If you guys don't know, I live in Quebec. We don't have Dollar Tree, so anytime I go outside of Quebec, I always go to Dollar Tree to make sure I can pick up things. And I recently mentioned that in a video, and I was saying we don't have Dollar Tree in Canada, but it's only Quebec that we don't have Dollar Tree. Of course, we have to be different. But anyway, I ran out of that twine as I was making the project, so you'll soon see I switched to a chunky twine, which I don't love, but I can't find like thin twine anywhere. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, so this skeleton here is actually from one of the ephemera packs, and he comes in different pieces, and we actually stitched him together. That was a lot of work. But I did it. I just used some white thread from my stash. It's not like even tied that well, but I think I went back and put glue on top, yeah, to make sure it doesn't come undone. But if you look closely, he's actually stitched, and he's the cutest, and it says eat, drink, and be scary. And on the little cat, we just put a bow. I thought I put brads on him, but maybe that's another cat somewhere. Anyway, and then yeah, the rest here is some chipboard stickers, but mostly ephemera on this page. And then the other side of this is some more buttons here that we tied twine in. Some stickers that we popped up on foam tape, journal bits. Yeah, another thing I love about Jana's courses is that she tries to use like everything that is in your kit. You will not have many extra pieces at all, and I personally like that because I don't know, I just feel like I don't want just a few little scraps hanging around, so that is very fun too. And I also used Tim Holtz tiny attacher. Well, that's what I use because that's what I have on some of these pieces to give some more detail. So really love that one. Love this paper too from the collection. It's the back of the bat paper, if you were wondering. And then this one was also a double page layout, which looks like this. So we do have a continuing pattern on the bottom here. And then we also did a really fun technique with, well, on this layout I did it with string. We made little spider webs, and I thought that was adorable. This one we used some adhesive brads, if you could see there. This paper, so Jana had like a notebook border punch. I don't know. I mean, even if I could find one, I'm not sure if I would have purchased it just to make one layout. So I had, well, I have, what is it called? The cinch, right? Yeah, my cinch. That is how I made this kind of look like a paper that you tore out of a notebook. And then I just cut little slits to make it look more like that, because if you don't know, the cinch just cuts like square holes. So I thought it looked more like a notebook this way. And yeah, we just pieced some paper together. This is actually one piece, and that's another piece. So we connected them with this strip of wood grain. This is that thin twine that I love, that I will have to find somewhere. So that was that one. And then this one was really fun because in the kit we actually got a template. Simple Stories makes these, like, I don't know, acrylic or like plastic templates that you use on 12 by 12 layouts to know where to place your photos. And this one is actually like a grid of 2 by 2 squares, but we used it, like we just placed it differently so that it was kind of like this staggered effect, and that was really fun. So that's what we did here. And we have some chipboard, some stickers, adhesive brads again. Really like that one. This one I think is a single, yeah, we have this single layout. We actually use that same template, but just as a guide to place our circles. These circles I cut on my Cricut. As part of the class, we did get a cut file. So if you had a Cricut or a Silhouette or any kind of like cutting machine like that, there was a cut file so that you wouldn't have to use dies or cut them manually, although that was an option too, because we did get like templates that we could print. But since I have a Cricut and I'm terrible at cutting, I just used my Cricut. So that's how I made the circles. Yeah, again, this one, so this skeleton fortunately was a chipboard sticker in one piece, so we didn't have to stitch him together again. He's so adorable. So I really like this one, and I really like what we did here to make it look like the spider went around. So on this one I switched from the string to this thin white twine, and this is actually, I have it right here, Lawn Fawn Lawn Trimmings, natural biodegradable hemp twine, and I love it. So that was my first time using it. I found it at my local scrapbook store, and I bought it specifically to make these layouts because we did use that in other places too. So this one's really fun also. Oh, and this one, I'll show you. We actually cut, like we gutted the back so that we could use this on another sheet. But it was also an option where you could just use the extra sheet. But because I used this technique, that's how I had that extra sheet to the bonus layout. So I'm glad I did that. Oh, and I actually stitched around this, if you could see. I was pretty proud of myself. I thought I was doing so well. There's a lot of stitching, actually, you will see throughout the projects. But now, after making my Halloween mini album, I think I broke my sewing machine. So I guess I won't be sewing anymore for a while, but I had fun while it lasted. I don't know what I did. This one is another single layout, so we actually distressed the edges. I have the Tim Holtz tool for that, so that's what I used. We used that twine, well, I used that twine again, and we even did the spiderweb effect here around this big chipboard sticker. That was really fun too. And just a lot of layering here. This is actually a chipboard frame, and I made it so that you could slide your photos under here. So I didn't glue it down all the way to make sure that somebody could put photos underneath. You could also put smaller photos right on top if you preferred, or just, I don't know. I guess you wouldn't journal on this because it's a scrapbook page, so you're meant to put a photo. But yeah, that's what that is. And then if you see here, this is actually not stitching. This is faux stitching. And Jana showed us how to pierce our paper and use like a journaling pen to make it look like stitching. So that was really cool. So that's that one. And this cardstock was in the kit. It's actually Simple Stories. You know, they're plain cardstocks. This one was called Oatmeal. So that's fun. This one was probably the most fun. I have never made rosettes before. I do own the rosette die from Tim Holtz, but I haven't used it yet. So we made these like the old-fashioned way, I guess, where you cut like strips of paper and score it at 1/4 inch, and then you fold it, and you guys probably know it's a technique that's been around a while, I guess. But how cool did this come out? So because there is like rosettes as part of the imagery of this collection, that's why we made these ones with paper, and we placed it in a way to make it look like we made a whole bunch, but we actually only made 4, and the rest are stickers and ephemera just popped up differently. And again, we have buttons with twine and adhesive brads, just really fun. And then here, so on the bottom and the top here, these are tags from the collection that we trimmed, and this is where I ran out of that thin twine, so I have this more bulky one, but I guess it's okay on this page. Oh, and here, this is the cat. Well, this is another chipboard frame, but in the instructions we did have little mini brads on the cat, so I did do that here. This is the last single layout. Again, around the edges here is actually that faux stitching technique, but around the moon, this is real stitching. So that was fun trying to stitch a circle. But we're actually meant to do 2 layers of stitching, and that kind of helped make it look like I was so crooked on purpose, right? So that was fun. Oh, and this, yeah, so this cat, we put brads as well to make it look like he's kind of put together, like a creepy puppet kind of thing, I guess. And yeah, more tags with twine. So yeah, I really like these layouts. So that was just the layout portion of the retreat. Then we moved on to the snap album, and this, like I said, is huge. The only thing you don't get in the Simple Stories retreats is white cardstock. So for the photo mats, we had to use our own white cardstock and ribbon and like trims and stuff like that. So I did use ribbon from my stash because I couldn't actually find any good like Halloween ribbons, like bigger, thicker kinds at Michael's. I know there were like Halloween trim bundles, but I never saw them in the Michael's near me. Anyway, but I did have these ribbons in my stash, and I think they worked out. This gingham or buffalo check ribbon is actually a Christmas ribbon that I had in my stash, but it worked out. And then I also had this bat ribbon that you would have seen in a Michael's haul. Same with this orange buffalo check. And then I had this burlap ribbon and also in my stash. I think I also got that at Michael's, I want to say. And then we did like a fun technique here where instead of tying a bow, we actually just like folded over the ribbon and tied the bow around that. So that's how that came out. And then we made our own little tag with this is actually the tag from the adhesive brad sheet. We added a foam sticker and a chipboard sticker and then just a regular sticker. So we use a lot of different things here and just tied that to the bow, which also has a button tied to it. So that was really fun. And then here's our cover. We actually used one of the chipboard frames again. A lot of layering here too. We have some, these aren't stickers, these are ephemera. it in the background but popped up, so it kind of looks like there's a lot of dimension there, but it's just some ephemera behind the frame, and then a piece of paper, of course, behind there. This is a sticker from the sticker sheet, some adhesive brads, and we did stitch around the cover here. And this big boo is a foam sticker. Love that. Ooh, my stuff's falling out. So on the inside we have another stitched panel. All the stitching we did was with black thread. And this is a little pocket that we made. So what I liked about the way Jana made the pockets is she actually used thin foam strips, like 1/8 inch foam strips as the like adhesive for the pocket, which I thought was a really good idea. I don't know why I've never done that, because then you have like a lift where you can actually fit a lot of things in your pocket, but it's still not like too bulky. So love that technique. This cat here is a foam sticker. Oh, and in the kit we actually got 2 whole collection packs, and we used all of it. All of the paper at least. So yeah, and these are just cut aparts from the collection, of course. Journal cut aparts and a 3x4 cut apart in there, and there's still tons of room. Then we have the first page, another page that we stitched on, and I mentioned in my Halloween mini album video, I like to leave the strings on when I stitch, especially for Halloween projects. I just think it looks kind of creepy and it fits the Halloween aesthetic, I guess. So I did that. And this first page is actually one of the chipboard inserts that you get with the Snap album. So I really like this too. On the other side we have some more twine with bow. This one is a little flip out, and you have a place for a photo here, and then oh yeah, this is also, then this flips down. I thought that was a pocket at first, but that actually flips down, and you have another little fun area with this ephemera. I didn't glue it down so that you could put a photo behind there if you wanted to. Then we made a shaker tag insert, and this was also something that you could do with a cut file that Jana provided, and that's what I did because I have a Cricut, so that was easy for me. And then we actually use packaging from the collection, like from one of the sticker packs or something, to make the shaker. And we did not get the sequins, so we're meant to use our own, and I used some really fun sequins here. If you can see these little swirls, I got a pack of sequins from Trinity Stamps. I ordered it from Simon Says Stamp, and that's what that is. And then I just mixed in some like gold sequins and some black sequins and some white. I think that's it. Yeah, black, gold, and white from my stash. And the way we made it look like this is because we had 2 collection kits. We actually just put the skeleton from the sticker sheet on one side and then the same sticker from the other collection on the back, so that you don't see like anything, like it's clear. And then I just tied some twine there, and I used that bat ribbon again. I love this little page, it's really fun. So all the instructions for that were of course part of the class, and we did the faux stitching technique also, which I really like. Here we have our first like pocket page, just 2 3x4 cut aparts here. This one we left as is, this one we added stickers to, and this 4x6 cut apart we left as is. And on the back of this one, we have some more, well, obviously the back. These are, wait, is this a different one? I don't remember now. Oh, okay, yeah, I see what happened. This was actually the cut apart. That was the back that we added a white photo mat. That makes sense. This one we actually have a little tag inside and a little sticker tied to the tag. It's actually not supposed to be stuck down, but yeah, it says "Let's Ride," and that goes in here under this little belly band that we made with, well, I made it with my Tim Holtz Tiny attacher. Is that what I did? Or I just attached the strip we stapled and then glued down. Anyway, you guys get it. It's just a fun way to have a tag in a pocket page. And then this one's just a photo mat with this cute sticker. It's like a poison bottle. Here we actually have another page, like an insert from the Snap album that we cut off and then rounded the corners, and we made one of those like pockets with foam strips again. And then inside we made these little like kind of like those photo strips like you would get if you take your photo at like a mall or something. Do they even have those anymore? I don't think so. But I think you get the point. But we made these with that same template that we made the layout with. So it just helps you to know like where to place your squares, like the spaces between them, and it makes it really easy. So that was really fun to do, and those go in there. Here on this side you have 3 photo mats, and yeah, I did stick this down, so they're gonna have to be small photos. Here we have a 6x8 pocket page with a really fun little mini layout kind of, and this is a foam sticker here. Yeah, see how much like detail is in each page of the album? This actually took us, I think there were 3 video courses just for the Snap album, and I think I want to say there were 2 of them were 3 hours each and 1 was 2 hours, I think. And again, another way to use washi tape, just like stick it on the corner of a photo mat. Really fun. Oh, and then this, so this is from the 6x8 paper pad, and we just left it like that, which I really liked, because if you saw my haul of this collection, because yes, I did already have this collection because I bought it. This was like a sheet that I was saying you could just leave it as is, and then we actually did that. So yeah, really cute. And then here we have a 2 4x6 pockets here, just like some fun photo mats, and we even kept the corners of our cardstock to make it just a little more decorated with the tiny attacher again. On this one we just put some enamel dots, but otherwise left as is. And then here we have another photo mat. On this pocket page we have this really fun little feature that is stuck. Just a little flip, another photo mat here, a place to journal, another photo mat, and then that's the back of that page. I love this little thing. This is actually a 3x4 cut apart that we just trimmed down a little, and then I used my stub punch to accentuate the fact that it was already like designed like that. Yeah, hope that makes sense. Here we have our second chipboard insert. This one has some more stitching, and then under here we have a little fun interactive feature with 2 little pop outs. So this was really easy actually, and it looks really cool. So I would probably do this again. It's just a matter of like cutting your paper in the right place and then scoring it, but then it kind of just comes together. So yeah, really like this. And then we just decorated the top there with the journal bit, some ephemera. So that's that one. And then the back of that is a little flip out that we made just with washi tape. And then you have a photo mat here that you could put a photo under this piece of ephemera, and more stitching around there. On this side we did that technique again with the like wrapping the twine around to make it look like a spider web. I love it. And it's another little flip out. And this one we just left as is, which was fun because it says, "Let's give 'em pumpkin to talk about," and I love that. Another little photo mat feature. Oh, here I use a different ribbon. I just had this in my stash too from some kind of bundle from Michael's. Here is another piece of that insert page. We have a flip out here, and this is actually one of the pieces from the decorative brads. I think this skeleton is also. He's really cute. And on the back here we have another flip out, but this time it opens this way, and we stapled a little piece of washi here so that you knew you could open it. Really like that too. Here's another just page from the 6x8 album. All we did here was add these strips to the top and the bottom, and these decorative brads that say boo. And the back of that one we have another little flip out feature here, some more washi tape, and yeah, you could take this out and put a photo on there, and that is also working as a journal spot if you want it to be. And these little tags are from the 6x8 paper pad. Here we have another 4x6 cut apart. All we did was add a little twine bow to the cat and some enamel dots. Not sure if you can see with the glare, but they're there. And another little photo spot here. I just love making pocket pages. I think it's like one of my favorite things to do. And here's like another style where we mirrored the same that like I've shown you a few other times now, where you have 2 like square photos with like fun stuff on the side. So that's that one. Then for our last chipboard insert, we have this really fun page. This is one of my favorites. We have a little flip out here, but inside the flip out there's a pocket, and we just inserted some little tags and we tied twine on them. Yeah, it just looks really fun because there's so much like dimension here, because we did pop some of these layers up on foam, and we have some strips of paper here and some washi tape as like little tabs, and I left the threads of my stitching again, but I tied them in a bow this time. I don't know, I just really love how this one came out. And on the back of this one, this is one of the few things we had to fussy cut. This pocket here is actually cut out of one of the 12x12 sheets. That was like the only like difficult, at least for me, the difficult fussy cutting was this, because we actually did cut like around the little party fans here, and we just put a tag behind there, and a photo mat, actually. That's two separate things. I love the addition of the button too. So that just lives in there. Oh, this is also photo mat. See, I already forgot like what I'm doing. So all the solid papers with the dots, that is that Simple Stories cardstock, and that all came in the kit, which was really nice. In this 6x8 pocket page, we actually used one of the chipboard frames. That's another really fun idea. So that says enjoy the brew, just some hocus pocus. I don't know, it's really cute. And then on the back we have another photo mat here. Okay, here is like a very interactive part, and I'm just gonna fix something before I show it to you, and then you'll understand. Okay, I prepared. So on the front here, we have another stitched. This is a 4x4 cut apart from the collection, just ephemera and some buttons with twine. But when you open this, are you ready? Ta-da! It's a little, one of these things, a spinny thing. I don't know what the technical term is, but you have to wind it up first. So if you're giving something like this to someone, like as a gift, you would just wind it like this beforehand, and then when they open it, it would spin. But if you don't wind it up, it's not gonna do much. So this whole thing is one piece. Yeah, a lot went into this, let's just say that. But these aren't actually that difficult to make. So and I know Jennifer McGuire did like a whole video on these for making in cards, so definitely check that out if you want some instructions on that, because yeah. But that's what that is. And then we just decorated the sides, so you could put two photos just in this little insert. And then on the back we have another one of those pockets, and we just put two tags in there. So that was a lot of fun, actually. Honestly, the longest part of doing this is just waiting for your glue to dry, because you are gluing string to paper. So that's about it though. Otherwise it wasn't that difficult. Oh, my battery's gonna die. Okay, there's only 2 pages left, so I'll try to do this quickly because I have another little project to show you. But another pocket page here, just really cute. And that's the back. And this one we actually cut a slit into the pocket page itself so that we could stick a little tag in there. So that was fun. And then the last 6x8 pocket, we have 2 photo mats here, and on the back we have another chipboard frame on this one. And that's my book, and that's what we put on the back, more stitching. And yeah, you kind of have to make sure it closes good, but it kind of does that. So yeah, you're gonna have to have like a big shelf or something to be able to display this one, but I love how it came out. This is amazing. So yeah, one little bonus project to show you. So I will change my battery and I'll be back. So for the bonus project, we made this really cute little matchbook, and it's called that because you kind of like fold this up in a way that you could tuck it in itself. I'm sure you guys know how a matchbook works, but just in case, this was my first time making one, actually. I did use the mini brads here as my closure. You can see them on the back. Jana also suggested you could punch holes and then tie some twine if you don't want to use brads or you don't have any. That was another option. Yeah, but I used Brad's. And this is actually a little shaker, if you can see. There's a lot going on, but I did fill it with the same stuff as I did for the shaker tag in the mini album. And mine looks a little different because I messed up. Well, actually, I blame my die cutting machine. So this spider paper was supposed to be here also, but because we cut a square out of it to make this shaker, my tape actually ripped because I used pixie tape, I think it's called, when I die cut to make sure like things don't move around. But when I peeled the tape off, it actually tore the paper, which was this paper, so I had to use the back. I hope that made sense. Just in case anybody's wondering why mine doesn't look the same, that's because, yeah, that's what happened. This spooky is a foam sticker. This one is a regular sticker that we popped up. And I just tied some ribbon from my stash here. And then, yeah, you can see the shaker better on this side, of course. So this one you can't see because it's covered, but I actually stitched this shaker closed, and that was actually really good because when you stitch a shaker closed, you don't have any adhesive where your sequins can get stuck. So this shaker actually works really nicely compared to a lot of my other shakers that I make with foam tape that, you know, the sequins get stuck to the edge. But that's an idea. But like I said, my sewing machine seems to be broken now, so I guess I won't be doing that again. And then inside here we have a little accordion album. So I just thought that was so fun, and this was really easy to do. So most of these I think are cut aparts. They look like they're 3x3. So I don't remember if we cut them down or there is a 3x3 cut apart page. Anyway, maybe, okay. I zoomed you in because it's a small project, but now you can't really see the extent. So you can pull it out like so, and you can either journal on these, or journal on here and add photos to the white space, whatever you desire. And we just decorated these with stickers and foam tape. And then it also pulls down, so you have another 2 little photo mats here. And I personally would not cover up, you know, the pumpkin and this, because that's just part of the art. But that's what that is. It's adorable. It just folds like so, and then you tuck it back in its little spot. And that's my little matchbook. So yeah, that is everything we made in the retreat. There is the Christmas retreat that is now available on the site. I think I'm going to do it because I just love Jana Eubank, like I said, and she's the instructor again. And it's with Simple Stories Santa's Village collection. And I did already buy that collection, but it's really cute. So I'm probably doing that one too. Yeah, so I'll leave all the information below if you're interested in that. And if there's anything else I can find that I mentioned, it will be linked below. But yeah, I hope you liked this video. I seem to be losing my voice, so I'm gonna go. And if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!